Welcome to Addicted to Quitting, the podcast where we dive deep into the art of breaking free from bad habits by becoming addicted to the benefits of quitting habits that no longer serve us. I'm your host, Gentry, a divorced mom of 4 boys, certified public accountant, and a certified life and recovery coach, living a sober lifestyle since May 1st of 2018. Today, we are going to talk about manifesting the life that you want and how I have been manifesting a certain goal. Still have not reached it, but I want to talk about how it's important to continue to take steps and actions in that, and so that we can level up in our lives. So join me as we explore the power of becoming addicted to quitting and unlocking your true potential. This is Addicted to Quitting, the podcast that empowers you to break free, embrace change, and thrive. Let's get started on this transformative journey together. Welcome back to another episode of Addicted to Quitting. I am excited to share with you guys some manifesting vibes and the importance of not just manifesting, but how we can actually start taking action in that, right? Like I was watching a podcast the other day with Brad Lee and Andy Elliott, and Andy Elliott was like, whatever we think about is what we are. And Brad Lee was like, well, we have to think about it and then we have to act on it, right? So a part of manifesting is going to be just creating the life that you believe in, that you know is possible, but then actually then making a game plan to create that life. Like so many times people get stopped in the dreaming phase. Like we will do the vision boards, we'll go to all the events, we'll manifest like we'll say what we want, and we might be taking like baby steps, and we'll be wishing for it and dreaming about it and wishing for the car and putting it on our vision board that we want the house, or that we want to be a speaker, or that we want to be sober, or that we want to be healthy, or that we want to be in shape, or that we want to have a 6-pack, or whatever it is. We're creating this manifesting dream, but we're not actually doing the work to make it a reality. Part of the process is manifesting it. Part of the process is saying like, you know what? I believe in this so much. I'm going to put this energy out into this world. I'm going to speak on it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to manifest it. But then it has to be followed with some action. We have to start leaning into action in our life, not just saying we're going to do something, not just writing a beautiful caption about doing something. Like have you guys seen that reel? That's like, I'm not just going to talk about doing it. That's not doing it. I'm not going to post about doing it. That's not doing it. I'm not going to wish I was doing it. That's not doing it. I'm not going to tell my friend I'm going to do it. That's not doing it. Like I'm not going to do all these things. I'm going to actually start doing it. And what it takes to actually start doing it is to keep putting things in alignment with that dream, to put things in alignment with that goal that you want to accomplish. Like you have to be willing to actually start taking action steps in that direction, or it's never going to happen. So back in 2020, you guys, I started manifesting the energy that I wanted to be a professional motivational speaker, which I don't know, you guys, if you've heard me, I'm like got a little bit of a trailer mouth, like truck mouth. I got like a sailor, is it trailer? Hey, trailer trash, sailor. Look at it. I don't even know how to talk. I don't know how I'm going to be a motivational speaker, but I put it out in 2020. I was like, I want to be a speaker. I think that this is what I'm meant to do. And I truly do believe that. The way I feel like when I was a kid, it was just like, this is something that I feel like I would be really good at, something that I feel like I'd be able to reach people. This is how I can connect people. I always got in trouble for talking. So why am I not using this gift? Right. So I reached out to Trent Shelton and I was like, hey, I want to be a speaker. I want to speak on stage with you someday. And he's like, okay. He like hearted it. And then I was like, I want to speak on stage with you someday. I want to speak on stage with you someday. I want to speak on stage with you someday. Eventually bugging him enough until he, for some reason, followed me. And then I ended up getting an opportunity to meet him and pick his brain and learn about speaking. And I just keep trying to put myself in alignment for these things to come true, and actually just applied for a Speaking with the Stars competition. I don't know if I'm going to actually get to speak on stage yet. They are only picking 6 people that are going to get to speak on stage with the other speakers. But if I am one of those 6, even though it's only a 5-minute speech, I will have fulfilled that manifesting dream of speaking on the same stage as Trent Shelton. And I don't even care what it looks like, how it is. I said I was going to do it, and by golly, 4 years later, It might be a reality in the next week and a half. I keep you posted. Stay tuned. Be sure to follow at Life with Gentry on all social medias, mostly Instagram. But if you follow along on my journey, it might be happening in a week and a half, or it might not. I don't know, you guys. I don't even know. But it might not happen next week, but it might be another year. It might not be another 2 years. But I've created the energy into the world that I'm going to do this. And then I started learning how to speak. I got connected with other speaking groups. I started just building my platform around the fact that I wanted to be a speaker. I started telling people, hey, I want to be a speaker. I had people reach out to me and ask if I'd come speak at their events. So starting to have opportunities there. But because I put the energy out there and then started doing the work to do it, that is what's causing this reality of like, maybe it's going to actually happen in the near future, right? So if you want something in your life, be bold enough to dream it, and then be even more bold to actually take action in that. Like if there's just no cap, if it was just like there's nothing that could hold you back, there's nothing that could stop you, what would you want? Like, what would the dream life be that you want? And then let's figure out what it would actually take to get there. Like, are your mindsets holding you back? Because that helped me back. Like, these limiting beliefs, like, who the heck am I? I'm a divorced mom with 4 kids living in a small town in Washington State. Like, no, but I'm working in my office right now, you guys. Half of the room is my son's closet. Like, there's dirty socks right here on the floor with me. Like, this is not like, I'm not the freaking, the Brendan Burchards and the Trent Sheltons and the Lori Harders, and I've got chaos. The kids are about to be off the bus any minute. Like, it is straight chaos. Who am I to say that I belong on that same stage as them? It doesn't matter. If I believe it, if I manifest it, if I lean into it, who am I to say I don't belong on that stage, right? Like, all the obstacles I've overcome, I did this, I created this dream, I started manifesting this energy with 4 kids and divorce. I worked and figured it out and learned and had to survive, and I'm just kicking the can down the road with my finances until I can freaking make a break, and I don't even care, because I am happy, because I'm living in my true authentic self. I'm living in doing something with purpose and passion, and I'm getting to be a present with my kids, right? Like, I manifested everything that I'm getting right now, and then did the work to make sure I got it. And it doesn't look like the dream life, right? Like financially doesn't look like the dream life. Like, organization maybe is not always the perfect setup. Like, the marriage, right? I'm happily married. I'm good. I mean, I'm in a happy relationship. But it's just not exactly that picket fence that you would think. It's not the 401k working for somebody else till you die setup I thought I was gonna be doomed to follow my whole life. It's my way. And I'm happy with it, and I've manifested that, and I'm content, and I'm at peace, and I know I'm not where I want to be yet, but I know that I'm going to keep taking steps towards that direction for as long as I possibly can. I will keep kicking that can down the road until I get the proper organization, until I get the right people on my team, until I get the right connections, until I get on the stages, until I can learn how to do better, until I can grow and get stronger. Like, I know that I'm capable of doing this because I've manifested this, and I've worked on this, and I've put energy into this, and I might not be good enough today, but I will be sooner or later, because I'm not going to quit. Like, every single day I do something that is going to put me in the steps closer towards the right direction. Right? Like, even if it's just getting my house back in order so I can function better as a mom, so I don't get down on myself. Like, even the little things that I do to keep me afloat is progress in the right direction. Living in a career that wasn't serving me, doing things that being in relationships that weren't serving me, and doing things that just aren't serving me are no longer like an option, because it's not I manifested the life I want. I've decided who I want to be and how I want to be and how I want to show up, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it that way. And I will do it that way for as long as I possibly can, until I get good enough that I could do it that way successfully, right? Like, I believe in myself so much that I will kick anyone out of my life that does not believe in me. And you can ask people, if I get a vibe that they don't believe in me, I would much rather be alone and be myself and be in alignment with what I know I was meant to be than have to change myself to keep somebody else comfortable because they don't believe in me, or they don't want me to do certain things, or they think I should go back to accounting, or they think I should do XYZ. Like, I believe in myself so much, I will do it with or without you. Like, with these friends or not, with these partners or not. Like, I just know I was meant to do this. I know that I was meant to help people. I know that my words are going to get better, and then I'm going to be able to communicate better. I know this podcast is going to get better. I know my social media is going to get better. I know my connections are going to get better. I know my reach is going to get better. And I believe in that. And like, what is it for you that you need to believe in that you can actually do? Like, if you could just take everybody's opinions and the like off of you for a minute, and take the weight of the world off of you for a minute, what would that look like? Who would you want to be? How would you want to show up? And how could you start envisioning yourself as that person so you can start taking actions to become that person? Because that person is still possible. That person is still possible for you. And I want you to have the strength and the courage and the faith to lean into that, to say, like, if nobody was watching and I just got to do me, this is exactly what me would be. If nobody was going to give their 2 cents on if I was good at it or not, right? Like, if I got no one's opinions, I just got to just show up and be awesome. This is what I would want to be. This is who I would want to be. This is how I would want to show up. And then do that. And then start doing that. Start doing the work to become that. Start finding the people that are going to help you become that. Start reaching out and pushing yourself and putting it into the universe of who you are and what you want to be and how you want to be, and let the universe put things in your path that are going to help you. It's like the old trick of how many red cars did you see today? If you're not looking for red cars, you're not going to see any. You're not going to be able to count how many opportunities you saw if you're not looking for them. Stop getting in your own way. Stop thinking of all the excuses, all the reasons why it's hard for you, why it couldn't be you, why it shouldn't be you. It shouldn't be me. It shouldn't be me. I am divorced. I have 2 baby daddies. I am surviving financially. I am literally, like, my office is half of a closet. I'm doing the best that I can. I spend 4 or 5 hours a day running kids around, going to games. I'm about to have them home during the summer. I have so many obstacles. Like, I have no close big airports. There's obstacles. There's obstacles. I've not been trained in speaking. I've not been trained in there's obstacles. There's obstacles. I'm the primary parent. There's obstacles. And I'm still going to do it. I refuse to give myself those excuses anymore. Who cares? That's all the more reason why people would listen to me. She can manage a household with 4 kids. She can figure out how to buy a house by herself with 4 kids. She can figure out how to figure it out. She's resilient. There's so much strength and power with you. There's so much resiliency with you. So stop letting yourself make excuses. Manifest the life that you want. Become the person that you want to become. Stop worrying about other people's opinions. Stop worrying about how other people might view you, or the embarrassment, or what they might think, because at the end of the day, anybody that doesn't, like, I've not missed one person that is not in my life anymore that didn't believe in me. Because the people in my life that didn't believe in me constantly made me feel like shit. They constantly made me feel dumb. They constantly made me feel like I wasn't good enough. Because I wasn't. I wasn't good enough for what they wanted. But I'm me. And there are so many people out there that need something from me, that need my words, that need this pep talk right now, that need me to tell them to get up, stop worrying about other people, manifest your dreams, and then get to work getting it. So if that is you today, I encourage you to Remove the noise. Remove the noise. And allow yourself to just say, like, if there was no one else on this earth, what would make me the happiest? What could I be doing? How could I be showing up? Like, what would it be that if, like, no one else could give their 2 cents, their opinions, how would I show up for this world? And then choose to do that. All right, my babies just got home from school, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. If you guys would like any help or resources on getting sober, or if you are sober and you would like to join the Sober Club community, we meet every single Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to go over our goals for the week. It is like a sober mastermind for people that are already sober or sober curious or just health curious. We talk about just getting healthier with our bodies and our mindset so we can level up with our goals. So make sure you use the link to go check that out so that you can join that mastermind. So as we wrap up another episode of Addicted to Quitting, remember that each step you take towards quitting a bad habit is a step closer to the life that you deserve. Be sure to sign up for that Critter Club community if you are interested. At least check out the link. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Addicted to Quitting, where we level up by becoming addicted to the benefits of quitting habits that no longer serve us. Much love to my favorite quitters. This is Gentry signing off. Keep going and keep quitting. Babies, you want to say bye to my podcast? Come say bye.
Bye.
Right here, you have to talk into the microphone. And you can look on here because then you'll be on YouTube.
Bye.
That's one.
Mom, why is that bye?
That's two, huh?
Why is that shoes and stuff here?
He doesn't have practice day. All right, bye. Keep quitting. Quit those things that don't serve you. I love you.